What's up guys, David here, and I am back with another video where I talk about packing up for college. Now, this video is kind of a follow-up to my previous video where I talked about 10 items you should not bring to college. Anyways, before I talk about the 10 items that you should add on to your packing list, there are two things I want to address. First of all, if you find this video valuable, please leave a like to defeat the evil YouTube algorithm, as well as subscribing to this channel, as I will be making videos like this every single week, and if you're a student like me, you will definitely benefit from these videos. Secondly, this video will be more of one that talks about items that will just come in handy when you're in college. I don't know if I've hinted this enough already, but this video is not about everything you need to bring to college. Because again, why do I need to make a video about it if there's like 15 lists online already? So please, just use your resources. So if I were you, I would write down all 10 of these items and add them to your college packing list. Or don't. I mean, I don't mind you watching this video again. Anyways, without further ado, here are 10 items that you should probably add to your college packing list. At number 1, we have a power strip. Now, if you don't know what a power strip is basically a long strip of outlets that you can plug your electronics in. Trust me, your college dorm will probably have like 2 or 3 outlets at most for you to use. But if you have a strip, plug into an outlet and now you have 7 outlets you can use. So yeah, it just makes life so much easier. I also have a socket extender right here, which I have plugged into the socket near my bed. I really like this because not only will I have 6 outlets instead of 2, I also have a small carrier right here that can carry my phone when I charge it at night. So yeah, this just makes life so much easier, and I honestly don't know why this is not on most packing lists I've seen online. At number 2, we have a bulletin board. Now, if you are one of those people who are going to be flying across the country for school, a bulletin board may not be the best idea for you to bring. However, I still recommend you to buy one because it's just such a nice thing to have when it comes to decorating your room. I mean, now every morning when you wake up, you can have something nice to look at, which will certainly help you relieve stress. You can also put a calendar on your bulletin board, which will certainly help you keep track of everything that's going on within your school. At number 3, we have noise canceling headphones. Now, I know these can get quite pricey, but trust me, you will need noise canceling headphones, especially if you're the kind of person who likes to squeeze in some extra hours of study time every night. The last thing you'll want is to get distracted by a party a couple rooms down the hall. And trust me, this type of situation would occur at least once a week, especially if you attend one of those party schools. So yeah, if you don't want to keep getting distracted, it may be your best interest to just bring one. Also, if you have some AirPod Pros, you may consider just bring that instead, since of course it does have a noise canceling function. However, I personally find that very inconvenient because I'll have to keep disconnecting the Bluetooth from my phone and my computer, which will be really annoying at times. This is why I recommend you to bring at least 2 sets of headphones/earbuds. One for homework where you connect to your computer, and one for you to connect your phone and work out. So here are my noise canceling headphones. Mine are kind of expensive because these are Bose headphones, which I think are like $150, but you can definitely find cheaper ones that will get the job done. It just probably won't be as smooth when it comes to listening to music. At number 4, we have a trunk. Now, a trunk is basically a rather durable box that you can lock your valuable items inside. I think mine is like $90 on Amazon or something. I personally recommend this because, especially if you're sharing a room with someone else, there will definitely be certain items that you don't want to be touched by your roommate or really anyone. So you can just store it in the box and lock the box up. At number 5, we have a skateboard or a bike. This is very useful if you're attending a bigger institution that consistently runs out of parking spots, because if that's the case, there's no way you're going to be able to drive everywhere you need to go. But sometimes walking around a big campus may take too long. That's where a bike or a skateboard can come in. It can also make the trip a lot more entertaining. Now, in this case, obviously a skateboard is going to be a lot more convenient, as it is obviously a lot easier to carry. But I mean, if you love to bike, you'll find a way to take care of it. At number 6, we have a small vacuum. From time to time, your dorm room will get dirty. And yes, obviously sometimes your RA will come and vacuum for you. But what if your roommate accidentally spilled a bunch of crumbs on the floor on a Sunday afternoon and your RA's office isn't open? Are you just gonna leave all the crumbs there until Monday? Well, I hope not. I mean, I'm sure you don't want to attract a bunch of cockroaches or other pests into your dorm. So yeah, bring a vacuum. It makes life easier and your RA won't hate you as much. I also don't recommend you bringing one of those big vacuums that you push around, because while it is a lot more powerful than the smaller ones, of course, you probably won't have much room to actually store it. Here's what my vacuum looks like. At number 7, we have a sleep mask. Let's get real here. Most of the time, you and your roommate will not sleep at the same time. Either your roommate still wants to study when you want to sleep, or your roommate wants to watch some TV while you want to sleep. Regardless, you don't want this to actually impact you. This is why I recommend you to bring a sleep mask so that you can cover your eyes when you want to sleep. This also comes in very handy when you're trying to take like a quick power nap in the student center or something. Luckily for me, I didn't actually need one because I lived in a single room. So if that's you and you are sure you won't need to be catching up on naps, then you probably won't need it either. At number 8, we have a bag of cough drops. Now every once in a while you'll get a cough, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, you really don't want your coughing to be disruptive to other classmates. So a good way to prevent that is to bring a bag of cough drops. At number 9, we have a first aid kit. Now I'm not talking about those expensive ones that lifeguards use. I'm talking about the ones you can find at like Walmart for 15 bucks. All you really need is like a couple band-aids, some tape, maybe some hydrogen peroxide, or maybe a pair of tweezers. That way, if you accidentally cut yourself, you won't have to walk all the way to the medical center just to get a band-aid. Here's what my first aid kit looks like. It's got some gauze pads, some band-aids, a pair of tweezers, and yeah, this can come in very handy if something small happens to me or my roommate. And lastly, at number 10, we have a mattress pad. Now, I've actually seen this item on a lot of packing lists, which kind of contradicts the purpose of this video. However, a lot of people seem to ignore this, but I honestly think a mattress pad is pretty useful, and I would recommend everyone to use one. And there's 2 reasons for that. First off, how do you know the mattress you're using is actually clean? Do you know who has previously touched your mattress? I mean, you can't exactly wash a mattress either. So I mean, a mattress pad can at least prevent your bed sheets to be exposed to whatever it is your mattress may have. Secondly, a mattress pad just makes the mattress itself a lot more comfortable. Now, if you don't know already, the mattresses the college dorm provides are usually very cheap and are almost as hard as a rock. Therefore, a mattress pad will definitely make it a much pleasant experience when you're trying to sleep at night. Alright, so that concludes my list of 10 items that you should add on to your college packing list. My question to you is, do you have a specific item that you think I should have had on this list? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.